Hello, this is Smith the Slayer. I'm going to be doing a live Blitz chess game commentary. We're going to the Sicilian, and as you may know from my past videos, I like to go to the dragon. Let's see if we go that or not. Yeah, we pretty much do. I'll just keep on the normal plans here. I'm not sure. I guess maybe knight to d2 is better than knight to c3, but I don't really see that being the case. So I think he's going to have to play knight c3. Okay, knight to c4. I think this would get us to something more like the Muratsky bind, excuse me, than the normal dragon with c4 and e4 pawns. And I think that I actually don't really know how to play this too much, but I'm not too worried. I think maybe something like just putting all my pawns in the 6th rank basically is not a bad plan. I'm not sure if I want to get rid of the d6 pawn protection here. I'm going to go ahead and play rook to c8, building up on the c4 pawn. Going to go ahead and play knight to c5, or knight to e5, which is also building up on the c4 pawn. And he has to defend it somehow. I think b3 would be a sensible way of doing it. And then maybe b5 takes, knight takes, bishop takes, knight takes. It doesn't quite work. That doesn't work either. I can't play knight to a5 because of knight to d5, knight takes e7 check. Maybe rook to e8. Then I can play queen to a5. Not sure if that's that good of a plan though. I'm not really sure what my queen's going to be doing on a5. So maybe I should try to think of something different here. Maybe just queen to c7, and then queen to b8, and then b5. Actually, I kind of like that idea a little bit. Then the c5 pawn push is not too bad. If f4, I think I have knight to g4, and then possibly knight to h6. Yeah, knight to g4, bishop to g1, and then if h3, I have knight to g6. And yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and play here now, with the idea of c takes b5, a takes b5. Knight takes b5, bishop takes b5, and yeah, just knight to h6. That actually I think helps me a little bit, and I'll win the e4 pawn if he tries to win this b5 pawn, and if he doesn't, then I think I might be able to play b4 and get some pressure on the c file, and also make this a pawn backwards, possibly make it a weakness. Maybe something like queen to a8 actually would be alright. b4, queen to a8. Though will have knight to a4. I guess he also has bishop to bishop takes b5 instead of I think I'm gonna go ahead and exchange off bishops, and then knight to b4, and then actually I still win the e pawn because his knight will be. It looks like he can win it, but he can't because knight takes e4, knight takes e4, queen takes b5. So knight takes e4. And I don't think he has an escape with this knight, like a good one at least. Yeah, especially since I'm threatening the queen. So I think he's kind of forced to do that. Then the knight f5 is going to be a pretty good move with with possibly going to g3, guarding this e3 square and the d4 square. He might actually just want to play bishop to d4 right now, though. I think I would still play knight to d4, or knight to f5. Maybe d5 sometime. Okay, that's fine. I think for me, because now I have the c file completely on my own, and it's going to be actually kind of tough for him to break up this d5, this d pawn. He does have two queenside pawns here. Yeah, definitely take that. I was thinking about if there was any reason I wouldn't, but there really pretty much isn't. And I'm gonna, well, let's see. My initial impulse is just play rook to c1, but I'm wondering if there's some knight moves he can do to make that lose tempo or something, and if knight to f5 might just be better right away. I'm gonna go ahead and play rook to c1. then knight to f5, And then maybe something like, well, bishop to d4 is a threat now, if he ever moves his rook off the d file. I think knight to f5 is probably going to be my next move. And then maybe bishop. Okay. Yeah, now knight to f5, which guards the d4 square and the e3 square. And maybe something like, actually, rook to c2, which would attack this yeah. Yeah, but which way do I want to go? I think I'm actually going to want to go... that gets in some trouble, though. Actually, that's not good at all. Going to want to just go right back. That's not such a big deal, though, that I lost that tempo, because he's ended up weakening his kingside pawn structure quite a bit. And now his a2 pawn is threatened immediately. So, check, bishop. I think I will go ahead and take that. I wonder if f5 is not a bad move here. Just to get his knight off this, well, still a good move, I think. Knight to f7. It's going to be kind of tough, actually, for me to stop these pawns. My knight's not really in the greatest spot right now, so I think if I just move it over pretty quick. The only problem is it kind of would be nice to move my king over right away. But I think if I get the knight to this b7 square, my king will be able to get over there in enough time, and he's going to have a hard time attacking this pawn and this pawn, I think. Seems like he's going to have a hard time, but maybe he'll be able to figure something out. I think let's see. Knight takes, bishop takes, king, pawn, king, and then I think my pawn's going to start to work. I think that'll work. I want to make sure I go to the right way, though. I guess actually it doesn't matter if he plays b6. I think if I can play d5, that'd be very good. His king's going to have to go all the way over to here, and at which point it won't... I think I want to get ahead. I'm not sure if I want to commit myself to the light squares over here, or try and get my attack going already. I wonder if I can maybe play d5 and then bishop to d4. Let's go ahead and try that out. That doesn't work because of king to there. Well, we'll see. Yeah, that actually was a pretty bad move, I think. I mean, yeah, that was pretty bad. Because now his king can invade. I kind of just undid. That was pretty bad. So, I think I'm still going to want to go here. And now the idea is that I can play d6, or no, that's not the right squares. e3. Just go in and stop these pawns. And if I can just try, I guess I can't really win one of these pawns very easily. But it's going to be tough for him to get anything going either. I guess, am I in Zugzwang though? No, I'm not in Zugzwang. He's really low on time too. Yeah, I'm just going to ignore that. It doesn't really change a whole lot. So now my pawns are rolling a little bit better. That's kind of what I hoped to get initially, but I missed that he could just go to f4 and kind of stop everything I was trying to do. I don't want to go here. Gotta go somewhere. Maybe there. Try to make him commit to something with these pawns. Yeah. So he's committed, all right. But now I'm going to win on time, I think. Yep, Alright, well, that was... Let me go back to the beginning and start analyzing. That wasn't terrible on my part. I probably was just lost at the end, but I did win on time. And, I mean, that's part of the way it goes, too. I might have been able to play that endgame better if I had taken a little bit more time. So it's... Even though it seems kind of cheap to win on time like that, it's... I mean... It's kind of not true to say that he would have won if he had more time, because I would have made better moves if I used more time, you know, that's just part of the game. So I kind of like this whole idea. I think I actually got to a good endgame. I like this idea of queen to c7, queen to b8. Just basically really preparing this b5 break. And once that happens, I guess, I mean, you know, he did get those connected pass pawns, though, so that maybe wasn't the greatest. And he was able to, and he was able to trade off pieces really easily. So maybe I actually didn't like that endgame too much. I think, what else could I have done then? Maybe instead of the b5 break right here, play, I don't really have too many great options, unfortunately. Like maybe h5. Was something I could have considered, just to, I mean, but I don't really know what that does is other than weaken the king side, because I'm not really going to get a king side attack going anytime soon. And, so I'm not sure. I mean, I think what I did was decent, but I think this endgame, not just with the connected pass pawns on the queen side, is not the greatest for black. And maybe this f5 move wasn't so great either. Well, I think I had to do that, though. Maybe I should have just played f5 right from the get-go. Played f5, and then instead of trying to get my knight to the f5 square, maybe that would have been better. I would have saved myself a little bit of tempo. And here, see, that's the thing. Once he trades off rooks, now this position is not so great for black, I think. Though, I mean... Yeah, I think he could have played it a little bit slower and just played a4, b5, a5, try to keep these pawns connected, instead of basically, I mean, maybe that would have taken up too much time anyway. And I guess I do have these connected pass pawns in the center, so maybe it's just a draw is what happens if I don't bungle things too badly. His are a little bit farther than mine. And here I guess I should have played... Here I probably should have traded off the bishop. I think I can just play bishop to d4, and then if b7 I can just play king to b8. And the bishop can't check me on this file. My bishop would be stuck here. I mean, that's pretty rough too. My bishop would be stuck here. And it would be tough for me to push my pawns through. See, if for instance, if his king came all the way around to try to trade off bishops or something. But if he traded off bishops, then I could always get my things going. He wouldn't be able to check me. So, I think if I just, instead of trading off bishops here, just played to here, b7 check, king here, and then there's just not, I don't see a way for him. Just with only a little, like a glance of analysis, I don't see a way for him to push things through. Well, I don't want to make the video go over time at all, so that'll be that. And thanks for watching.